today I'm reviewing the Caudalie Anti-Wrinkle Face Sunscreen. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com, check out my Patreon community, or click on the Amazon link below. So this is kind of a newer sunscreen. Well, it's been around for maybe a year-ish, I want to say. So Caudalie has a couple of options. I think they have this one in SPF 30, and they also had an SPF 50. So the SPF 50 might be worth checking out. 30 is the lowest I want to go for day-to-day use. So Caudalie calls this an anti-aging hydration luminous tan as the title. Like, what the heck? Maximum protection for a radiant, long-lasting tan. Safe for the skin and for nature. I don't know. Anyway, when I read that, I was dumbfounded, to be honest. Anti-Wrinkle Face Suncare SPF 30 offers the maximum UVA and UVB protection for a natural, radiant, long-lasting tan while preserving its youthful look. Enriched with organic grape water, its light and creamy, non-sticky texture moisturizes and soothes sensitive skin. Its summery fragrance delicately envelops the skin in notes of frangipani flowers. Equally protective for the skin and nature, its formula is highly biodegradable and non-toxic for the marine ecosystem. What is all that stuff about tanning? I don't even get it. Is this for people that want like a natural tan? Well, you know what? Or healthy tan. I don't know. Any of it is not great for skin. So, whatever. Don't even get it. I'm going to pretend like I didn't even read it. Okay, so let me go to my first criteria, which is packaging. Nice packaging, squeeze tube, no issues with it. Opaque, basic, no issue. Denatured alcohol. This does not contain any denatured or drying types of alcohol. Although it does contain some fatty alcohols, the C20-22 alcohols, so no issues with that. Fragrance. This is where this sunscreen just kills me. Because it's got some things going for it, but they just put so much fragrance in it. It is so scented. It's got a fruity floral scent, which is, they said, the frangipani flowers. I've never heard of them, but that doesn't mean anything. And the scent takes a long time to dissipate. So it's got fragrance, citronellal, Piscia abies leaf oil, which is also known as spruce tree oil from the spruce needles. Then we've got geranol, another favorite of mine, and then linalool and benzoyl salicylate, which is also a UV absorber. It also is known to sometimes have a scent to it. So, you know what? I'm bummed because just trying this sunscreen on was a bear. Just because of how much it smelled, and some days I would start to get a headache and I have to rinse it off. So, anyway, I guess I shouldn't be surprised because this brand is so hit or miss with products. Some of them are really okay, and some of, you know what, they're not even that hit or miss. They're just average, I think. So, although I've got a couple products from them I really like. So, okay, off of my little post. The manufacturing location for this is France, so no issues with that. So SPF protection, this provides an SPF of 30, which is about, in my opinion, the lowest you want to go on a daily basis, but it still is good protection. Then in terms of the UVA protection factor, based on all the filters, I'm satisfied that this provides more than adequate UVA protection, so no issues with that. The filters used with this one, we've got amoxylate, also known as neohalopan E100, which is a UVB ray absorber and also absorbs a small amount of rays into the UVA range. Then we've got AVOBENZONE, UVA ray absorber, notoriously unstable in sunlight and not best when it's used alone just for UVA ray protection. Then we've got Juvenile T150, which is a good UVB ray absorber. Titanium dioxide, which does a good job blocking both UVA and UVB rays. And then we've got phenol, which is a broad UV ray absorber. And then Tinsorb S, which is very photostable filter that absorbs both UVB and UVA rays. So it's got a nice combination of things going for it for all the rays in different spectrums, and it's got both UV ray absorbers as well as titanium dioxide to block them. So it's a good combination. They did a good job with that. Okay, in terms of the white cast, I will apply it for you guys. There we go. Just a little bit. My hand should never burn again. So once you absorb this in, it really doesn't have much of a white cast. It's minimal, which is nice. It does take a little bit of effort to apply, but once it's soaked in, there's really no white cast at all. So keep that in mind, which is nice for people that like to wear this or don't want to have to wear a foundation over it. In terms of the texture, it's got a really nice lotion texture. It feels hydrating at the same time, absorbs quickly. My biggest thing with the texture is it does set to a mildly tacky finish, so very slightly tacky, which probably isn't a big deal for a lot of people, but some people don't like any amount of tackiness. But this one it's mild. It's not too bad. I've definitely tried stickier sunscreens. And if you're going to apply foundation over it, no issues with that. So nice texture. Ease of use, it's super easy to absorb, absorbs easily, absorbs pretty quickly, plays well with other products. Seems to be moderately hydrating, but not greasy feeling. I never had any issues with this pilling under products. And if you have drier skin, this is really nicely hydrating. Some sunscreens can be oddly drying for skin, and some of them can be too hydrating. This one's like perfect, moderately hydrating, not greasy. It doesn't break up foundation during the daytime, so no issues with that. I'll do a quick, pH test just because I've done them for everything else, and some people like it. So some people say you don't need to pH test every single thing, and you know what? Some people just really like it. And once in a while, there's something surprising. So the surprising fact is how this is probably about a 6.5. So no issues with that. Okay, antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So the beneficial ingredients in this are going to be a lot of hydrating focused ingredients. We've got grape water, then we've got grape juice, vitamin E, then we've got CRAMBE ABYSSINICA seed oil, which is a hydrating ingredient which also helps condition the skin and leave it feeling moisturized. We've got cocoa seed butter, which is another hydrating ingredient rich in fatty acids, helps prevent against moisture loss, anti-inflammatory, and it can also protect injured and damaged skin. Then we've got phytosterols, which are a cholesterol-like ingredient which helps hydrate the skin, can also soothe and replenish the skin and leave it feeling soft and plump. Then we've got palmitoyl grape seed extract, a good antioxidant that helps prevent skin from environmental damage, also has soothing properties, and is composed of resveratrol, polyphenols, and flavonoids. So they've done a nice job, including some really good hydrating ingredients, a few antioxidants. So I like to see that. Okay, then in terms of acneogenic ingredients, it's got one, which is the cocoa seed butter. And that one is known to be highly acneogenic. So if you've had issues with that ingredient in the past. Other than that, it's got no other acneogenic ingredients. But that one can really be troubling for just how it ranks. I think like 1 is slightly acneogenic, 4 is very acneogenic. I think that's a 4. So keep that one in mind. Okay, then in terms of animal testing, Caudalie is not cruelty-free because they are sold in countries where animal testing is required. I think China is probably the major source of that. Then in terms of performance, I like it. Water resistant for about 40 minutes. Slightly tricky to remove. It does take a bit of effort to fully remove it from skin. Will do a good job from protecting your skin from UVA and UVB rays. Although I must say I really dislike the amount of fragrance, which is rather strong, and it takes so long for it to really dissipate to where I can stand it. better off probably for those people who have skin that's not sensitive, those that don't mind fragrance. It's a decent option for dry skin, but if it's dry sensitive skin, you're not going to like it. And if you don't like fragrance a lot, that's a problem. I mean, just from here, I can smell the, what do they call it? A floral panty scent or whatever. Anyway, it's strong. Then in terms of the price, so this is the full size, which is 1.6 ounces or 50 milliliters. And it sells for $22.40, which is 45 cents per milliliter. So not ridiculously expensive. It's about average, in my opinion, price. So anyway, overall, the sunscreen did better than I really thought it was going to do. It got a 12 out of 15. Which surprises me, but you know what? Sometimes certain criteria are like the end-all be-all. For me, if it's got a ton of fragrance, no matter if it does perfect on everything else, it's just I can't do it. And some people with very acne-prone skin, if it meets everything else, but it's got a few acneogenic ingredients, it's not going to work for them. So, yeah, so sometimes there's just comes down to one thing. So for me, that's that. So I'm going to have to pass this down to somebody that doesn't have super sensitive skin. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try this or any other sunscreens from Caudalie or any other products from them. So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And stay tuned for more tomorrow. And if you guys are getting sick of Sunscreen Week, let me know. So anyway, see you guys tomorrow.